let's get back to work. Let's get one thing perfectly clear. Last night's dreams, Jesus is wake up. He talked. He's okay. Let's go through what happened last night in my dreams and other stuff. I'm like, okay, the bloody crud coming out of my nose and stuff. Well, I had to get last night to get the hose and wash the stuff down. There's obviously some Roundup because the stuff's dead here in here. So we gotta water that and then get it to evaporate and stuff. That's which it's not going to do as easy because of the trees, and also because there's a cold front coming through and stuff. And so I'm going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, you're going to be uncomfortable for a couple more days because of the impulsing of all the chemical stuff that's still involved in economic warfare through philanthropy, even affecting the agriculture. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It sucks. I know. You're going to be very uncomfortable until they're dead. Me and Suzuki and me have already talked to you about that, Earl. I'm like, yeah, I know. And Jesus Christ is not God, neither am I. Okay, but there is a Lord, and there is that thing on that National Geographic, the Zoria. We don't need a Messiah. We just need that God is in all of us. And then they injected him with radiation shit to find God stuff in his brain. It's like, guys, God's omnipotent and omnipotent. That's the meaning of the word. The Zoroastrians don't say that. Okay. The line of Abraham, Jesus does. Okay. Because it's the only possible source, or there's no. Okay, God's omnipotent, omnipotent. You can't apply human traits to God. God is the essence of all creation. We have natural laws that maintain our existence, and we have to understand and follow and observe those natural laws to maintain our existence, or we'll destroy it, okay, in our physical existence. Now, the life of sacrifice, which is talked about in the book of Revelation, maintaining the life of sacrifice. And then people, I want to live forever. I don't want to die. I want to stay young and fuck forever. I want to do all these. You want to do all these selfish things, okay? And you're self-destructive in everything you do that's selfish. Okay? You get too excessive, too compulsive with the sexuality, the violence, the aggressiveness, the goat, the warfare, the murder, the no flex zone. They know better. And the music is so narcissistic and so broken that a lot of the stuff was better in the past because there was more naivete, and there was more emphasis to be humble, and there was more emphasis to be classy, to be romantic. Okay. And I agree with Kayla Gill. She said, I didn't know it because I didn't listen to Ella Fitzgerald and all that. She goes, jazz is very sexual. And if you go listen to Ella Fitzgerald, a lot of her stuff is a little bit more sexual, horizontally speaking, he says, very fast. Nancy Wilson does it, and her version is more classy. Okay. Ella's stuff is more sexual. Ella's voice is great, but Ella's not as physically desirable to people sexually as Nancy is. So Nancy doesn't have to be as sexually explicit in her lyrics to get people to listen to them. But Ella's voice is better, but more people want to have sex with Nancy because of her physical, what's perceived as desirability. But it's weird, just the dynamic in which women have to go through extremes to get people to pay attention to their sexuality when we're not living the Lord's Prayer and truly appreciating sexuality. Okay. And so it sucks, which is why I'm totally happy with working towards, even though your wife's wearing a science project, so like, what do you think Jennifer Lopez is? Her life isn't a science project? Last I checked, she was making propaganda movies with the people that sexually assaulted my family through science projects in the military. Well, she's not a fucking science project? Okay. You're all not fucking science projects? And so, and I sit here and I watch this stuff. Like Jesus is watching with me. He doesn't watch through Scotty Walden or whatever his name down there, because he's not saying let's all get up and live the Lord's Prayer. He's doing propaganda. He's ambitious. He's doing that in El Paso to feed off their naivete. And the moment Arkansas or somebody bigger that can bring in a bigger paycheck, okay, comes a calling, it's going to be a pig suey swarm. It's going to be a blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a red swarm. It's going to be he's going to change his verbiage to fit the pimp and the prostitute. Okay. He is not a Christian. He calls himself a Christian. He's not like me. That kid who's coaching the thing with all the damn little rubber bands with all the sayings and stuff on all his fucking arms every day. So it is nothing like Jesus Christ or myself. And the thing about it is your Jesus is a cartoon character in your head, fed to you by the Vatican and the John Davidson Rockefeller Foundation. Okay? The vessel on planet Earth that is spiritually like Jesus Christ today is me. Okay? And I'm the only one taking a beating every day by a bunch of perverts for children to live the Lord's Prayer and understand and live the commands of the Messiah. Is now those assholes in El Paso, it's now the assholes in Las Cruces. Violent crime's up 58% because people are rejecting your programming. Okay? Now, property crime's always going to be kind of consistent. This is New Mexico, and a lot of people are put into tribal warfare and occupation, and they steal, and that's part of their traditions. It's been part of tradition since I was a kid. That's why when we lived in Colville and people leave their bikes in the front yard, I would pick mine up and put it in the garage or lock it up, and they'd be like, "What are you doing?" Some of my friends from New Mexico might be in the neighborhood, right? They'll steal your bike, right? And so, like the whole driving joke in Albuquerque, the one kid runs through the yellow light that's going red. Oh, my cousin Chewy does all the time. They come to a green light. He stops. She says, "What are you doing? My cousin Chewy might be coming." You see what I'm saying? Oh, God. I'm a New Mexican, right? So, but no, I don't anticipate the Temple of Set Illuminati mindfuck of a 4-year-old coming to pass. Okay. I expected that by 2013. By the time she started, she was engaged to Alex Rodriguez. I was totally content on helping her marry him and live a long, healthy life with him and doing everything in my ability through that mindfuck to tell her, I don't accept the mindfuck and I want you to be happy. Okay. Because that's the type of guy I am. Because I'm not a brain chemical addicted asshole like Alex Rodriguez, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Jimmy Kimmel, Guillermo, Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Gardner. I'm not an asshole like them. Okay. I'm a very, very good person. I was born this way. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. That's why I don't go all Mr. McCall and start killing everybody in the room, because I go, okay, they're going to do this today. Well, I'll get up and eventually I will fix their technology, and it will have a reflection of the beauty that is me as opposed to the brain chemical addiction of them. And then you watch the NFL draft and Goodall's all, "Hey, come back tomorrow. All 200,000 of you, all clad in all our NFL gear, because damn it, mama needs a new pair of shoes and that bitch won't stay with me if I don't give her enough money to fuck. I want to fuck Megan Thee Stallion tomorrow." And you're like, "Watch, this guy doesn't fucking care about you or your kids. He's a fucking asshole. Reggie Miller's an asshole. Luke Wilson's an asshole. TJ Watt's an asshole. They're all fucking assholes. They don't give a fuck if your children and your grandchildren are not living the Lord's Prayer. Oh, they have that one commercial, Saquon Barkley and the other kid. "Oh, I feel like I want to die." Yeah, because they can't ball. They can't rap. They can't sing. They don't have Ella Fitzgerald's voice. They don't have Nancy Wilson's body. They don't have, they're not 6 foot, they're not 6'3", 240 pounds, can run a 4.640 and have a 42-inch vertical leap. Hey, Tony. No, it's Tanya. I don't give a fuck. Tell your son to live the Lord's Prayer, or he's going to look like a cunt-faced little bitch instead of a man like me. And tell your husband money's not real, and I'm being fucked by an idiot, and we're all looking like idiots on TV because we're fucking and fighting over money instead of living the Lord's Prayer like the beautiful man of San Ysidro enduring military torture, because we all suck. Come on, Tanya, get your shit together, girl. You're physically attractive, but your brain is broken by tribal, inbred, sex cult, delusional perceptions of my sex, my life, my love. Stop that shit. It's not real. Get some real Pascal. Will Smith, if you can't do it, maybe Tanya can.